Hey, house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 25 updates and spoilers. I hope you're all having a great Friday so far. I am freaking holding it together. I have a bit of a cold right now, so bear with me, but welcome. Our house guest of the day is my dad, who is working very hard to fix the water situation here. We do have water for some sinks, toilets, the shower, so he's working really hard to make it all happen. But yeah, if you guys want to be house guests today, check out our Patreon link in the info box below, or be my dad, or fix the water situation. But seriously, thank you all so much. And before we get started, I also want to thank yesterday's super chatters because that's another fantastic way to support our channel. So Jack D65, Wendy Will, Benjamin, Mark Pirjallo, Mary Ellen L, Jody Cortez, True Teddy, Don MH302, Connor Benson, Gail Murphy Comedy, Carla S, the CAC 16, Natalie K, and Lynn Hurst. Thank you all so much for the super chats. All right. Sorry. Last night, Corey and America were up for eviction. And as we saw, Corey was evicted by a vote of 5-0. So, Julie let us know that next Thursday will be a double eviction and not some like zombie fake out, but for realsies this time. Yay! We've been waiting for this. So unfortunately, we did not get to see the HOH competition on last night's episode. We knew that was coming, but we did see a little tease of what it's going to be. And it's like some Johnny Mac, the demented dentist thing, which I'm very excited for because I was a big Johnny Mac fan. Also, that like dentist's office set with the skeleton was giving me like, what's it called? I have cold brain. Little Shop of Horror vibes. That's fun. Yeah, so I'm excited to see how this goes. But some news here because of last week's Invisible HOH twist. Again, Jag is eligible to play in this week's HOH. That is so wild to me. I remember when they had the invisible thing in 23, Claire had to secretly throw the next HOH competition. She was not allowed to actually go for it. So it's pretty wild that they're letting Jag play for this HOH. I feel like there should have at least been some sort of a penalty last week for him outing that he was the HOH. That would have been something. But anyway, yeah, he got to play. So the feeds returned at 10:34 p.m. Big Brother time. And guess who won HOH? It was Jag. Again, is this fair? I feel like we need to play that clip of Bowie Jane the other day being like, it's not fair. This doesn't feel fair. Right? I mean, Jag has now won back-to-back HOHs. I mean, clearly he is a comp beast. I can't fault him for winning this, but I just don't know that he should have been allowed to compete here. This is his fourth competition win in a row, sixth win of the season. Yeah, I mean, nothing in this game is fair, but damn, absolutely wild. So anyway, America is alone in the scramble bedroom after the competition, and she says, I need to cook up some sort of a deal that I can offer to Jag so that he won't put me up on the block or backdoor me this week. So she's thinking, maybe I can offer that I won't put him up in the double eviction. Everybody seems to know that there's a double eviction next week. I don't know if they were told that or if they were just doing the math and realizing, hey, we have a lot of people left. There's probably going to be a double. It might be that. But everybody is pretty much operating under the assumption that next week will be a double, and they are correct. So a little later, Cirie and Matt are celebrating Jag's win in the comics bedroom, and Cirie was like, "Oh, so excited!" Right when I heard that that Jag won, but I couldn't celebrate in front of everybody. I don't think Cirie is actually happy that Jag won, but she is playing this game, right? She's supposed to have a Final Four with Jag, Matt, and Bowie, so of course she's got to be like, "Oh, I'm so excited! This is amazing! This is awesome!" She knows that Jag needs to go. But Cirie says she was really close to winning this competition. So if the rules were the way they usually are and Jag couldn't compete, we may have had a Cirie HOH this week. Oh, okay. So anyway, Matt is really annoyed with himself for losing. he feels bad because he's realizing, whoa, Jag is doing all the work here. He's winning all the competitions, making all the moves. And Cerie's telling Matt, don't worry, your competition to win is coming. They start talking about that damn slip and slide competition. I mean, I don't think it's going to be this next week with the double, right? So maybe after that, I don't know. But anyway, Felicia comes in and joins them, and she gets right down to business. And she asks Matt, who is Jag putting up next to America? Because Jag has made it very clear that America will be one of the nominees this week. So Matt says there's only two choices, it's Blue or it's Bowie. And this is exactly why Jag did not want to win this HOH. I mean, clearly he wanted to win it enough to actually win it. But ideally, he did not want to have to win this HOH because he knows someone's going to be mad at him. He's going to have to put somebody up who is supposed to be working with him, right? So, yeah, it's going to be tough, right? Yeah. Where am I? So Matt says Bowie is going to be a wreck if she goes up on the block. Everybody saw how she freaked out the day before when Corey suggested the possibility of Bowie going up on the block this week. Yeah, and we've seen her do it before too in previous weeks. Anytime there's any mention of her maybe going up as a nominee, she freaks out. So Felicia's like, yeah, I see what you're saying, but if Jag puts Blue up again, she's not going to recover from that shit. She's going to be pissed. I don't know. I mean, I think she'll find a way to blame it on America and Corey instead of Jag. Corey, who's not even here anymore, she'll find a way to blame it on them. Because for some reason, she is just like blindly loyal to Matt and Jag, even though Jag has admitted that she was his target last week. So anyway, Felicia says Bowie has not been up on the block yet, so she should be okay with going up, as long as she knows that she's the pawn. They're also joking, hey, Matt, you haven't been up yet either. But of course, there's no way that Jag will put Matt up on the block. Felicia says Jag should be able to explain to Bowie that she's just a pawn. There's not going to be Bowen going up. All right. Meanwhile, Bowie and Jag are chatting in the bathroom. And Jag says, obviously, America's going to be going up on the block no matter what. But he wants to know, who do I put up next to her? Felicia or Blue? They're both going to be pissed probably, right? So Bowie says, I would hate to see Blue stay off the block, win the power veto, and use it to save America. So then both of them are safe for the week. Bowie says at that point, we would have no choice but to vote out Felicia. And that's just not like a strong move that they want to make this week. Like, she feels like it would be a waste. So Bowie's also asking Jag, the question is, would Blue even keep you safe next week? Probably not, right? It's so hard to say with Blue, though, because she's just so loyal to Matt and Jag. But Matt joins them, and Bowie's asking, do we try to backdoor Blue, or do we just put her up straight away? I mean, we're getting to the point where it's not even possible to backdoor anymore, right? Only one person sits out of this week's power veto. So there's a good chance that Blue would still be playing even if she's not nominated. So they are leaning towards Blue and America going up. They comment that neither of those two looked happy when Jag won HOH. Can you blame them? But yeah, they feel Blue should be the primary target this week because America will be easier to beat in competitions moving forward. I mean, we saw this coming, right? We all saw it coming. Blue, not as much. She seemed to think that she would somehow be good moving forward with Matt and Jag, even though, again, Jag admitted last week that she was his target. Another point here, they feel like America has nobody right now that Corey has gone. But Blue still has some friends left. She's still close with Cerie. She's still got something with Felicia. So they feel like America is the better option to stay. Bowie says Blue is really good at working the crowd. Will Blue finally realize / accept that Matt and Jag are targeting her? Probably not. Okay, so anyway, this group, Matt, Jag, Bowie, they're all excited that they've made it to the final 6. Now, of course, Jag winning the HOH is the only one who's officially confirmed his spot in the final 6. But with him as the HOH, Bowie and Matt are like, okay, we're good. We're not getting put up this week. We're gonna be okay. So Jag says, moving forward, you two really need to win. One of you needs to win this next HOH because I'm not going to be able to play, and everyone else is going to see that as an opportunity to take a shot at me. So, like, I really need you guys to freaking step it up and win something. And they're like, oh, yeah, of course, of course, of course. Okay. And then Matt jokingly tells Bowie, just please don't join Girls Alliance. And Bowie's like, F that shit. She says it's way too late for that. She's not going to work with people that she doesn't trust. She says Cirie is the only girl in here that she trusts. Bowie's back to trusting Cirie. Bowie could not deal with Cirie the week that Bowie was HOH, and now all of a sudden she trusts her so much again because they're in this Final Four alliance together. Matt agrees he really trusts Cirie. And it sounds like if the veto is used this week, Felicia would be the replacement nominee. So again, not even a whisper of Cirie potentially going up on the block this week. Damn. She's so good. Okay, so then Jag also brings up that if they get Blue out this week, that means they might be able to pull America over to their side if they play their cards right. I mean, are there really like sides at this point? There's not that many people left, but sure. So then eventually Bowie leaves and Jag and Matt are talking, and Jag brings up again that Blue was not happy when he won HOH. And Matt says, yeah, Blue is panicking now. And Matt just can't wait to hear what Blue is going to pitch because her MO is always throwing her allies under the bus, right? So Matt is wondering, who is she going to sell out this time? You know, who's left? All right. So then Bowie comes back in. She was like cleaning the bathroom at the time. And she reports that Blue and America were chatting like they're friends again. She says that didn't take long. And Jag's like, no, I hope everybody like does hang out with America. Like, we don't want her to be ostracized. Right? So Bowie's like, oh, yeah, no, it's totally fine, but they're going to be besties again soon. What do you want them to do? All right. So then we have America, the Big Brother widow, wearing Corey's robe that he left behind. And she was sharing with Bowie and Matt that she and Corey exchanged I love yous before he left. I believe it was earlier in the day, yesterday. They were hanging out on like the Skybridge game room, whatever what you want to call it. And Corey was all like, I like you. And America was like, none of that schoolyard shit. Like, tell me how you really feel. And he said, I love you. And she said it back. But then she also revealed that she told Corey she loved him in her goodbye message, which for some reason was edited out. So we didn't see that. But she was like, oh man, I hope when he sees it, he'll know like I was actually the first one that said it. So everyone was like, wait, what? You guys love each other? Because there's been so much talk amongst the other house guests about how Corey and America aren't for real, blah, blah, blah. They don't like each other. So now it's out there. But anyway, I'm sure America's like, the haters are going to love this. They're going to eat this up. Okay. Sorry. I know that's gross, but it is what it is. Okay. So then America and Matt are chatting alone in the bathroom. And America says, I really meant it the other day when I said that there were other people that I would consider targeting over you and Jag. Does she actually mean this? Probably not. But do your thing, girl, right? She's going to do whatever she can to try and stay right now. So she tells Matt, I want to make it past this week. I know that everyone probably sees me as an easy target this week. You know, you just took out Corey. Why not like finish the job and take me out as well? And America admits, I should have been more open with you guys about what I was telling Blue. But she says a lot of my words were twisted, right? Blue, I don't know that she was telling you the real truth of what I was saying. But she says, if I can make it past this week and I win HOH during the double eviction, you have my word that you and Jag will both be safe. She says neither of you would go up on the block. And then, you know, we can get to the final 5 and then we'll take it from there. Right? We can decide like you can take your shot if you want, whatever, but like let's get to the final 5. So then Matt says, don't tell anyone else. But I do have a different target in mind, and so does Jag. Ooh, okay. So he tells her, like, still act normal, still campaign like you normally would. And America's like, yes, 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 of course, I will. And she says, I'm all alone right now. I was never close to Serene and Felicia. Blue, I've tried so many times to work with her, right? And she's still salty with me about what happened with Jared. So doesn't seem likely that they'll work together. Um, Also, she says, my connection to Bowie was through Corey, so I don't have that anymore. My husband asked, do I want to work today? I'm literally wearing a shirt under this right now that says, I don't want to work, that he got made for me. Thanks. Okay. Yes. So then a little later, Jag gets his HOH room. It's after 1 a.m. And this is fun because one of his pictures that he got from home was actually from his sister's wedding that he had to miss while he was on this show. So he got to see that. And I believe they had a cardboard cutout of his head at the wedding, which is really fun. He got sunglasses, a hoodie, snacks, face masks, candy, protein shakes, all that good stuff. His music was from a Punjabi group, which is pretty cool. And his letter was from his parents. And it was so sweet. They were talking about how excited they are for him, so proud of him, and how his community at home is really pulling for him. So that's awesome. So then, everybody's chilling for a while. Eventually, everybody starts filtering out. And then we are left with Matt and Blue hanging out with Jag. And this feels like a standoff. Blue does not want to leave Jag's side. And I have to say, while she was in there with them, there was no talk about nominations. That's probably not a good sign if you're Blue, right? Probably not a good sign. So yeah, eventually Blue is called to the diary room. She is forced to leave, and we are left with just Matt and Jag chatting. So Matt starts telling Jag about America's proposal to keep them off the block if she wins HOH during the double eviction. And of course, Jag loves the benefits of this deal. He would love to have safety from America, all that. But he will not budge on nominating her this week. He says, I have to put her up on the block. Well, that's not how it works. If you're going to put her up, I don't think that you get the perks from the deal. But anyway, he tells Matt, America is definitely going up this week, but she is not the number one target. Blue is going to be the number one target. We knew this was going to happen. We knew it. So Jag is saying, if we can get Blue out, then if we can't get Blue out, then he would be okay with America going as the secondary target. But they would not consider this week a success if Felicia was the one to go. Yeah, I mean, you got to take out a bigger target at this point, right? So they're trying to figure out, how are we going to sell this to Blue? How are we going to get her to basically be okay with going up on the block? So Jag's plan is to tell Blue, Cirie, and Felicia that America is actually the target this week, when in reality, it's Blue, right? But he wants to keep Blue calm. So Jag is going to say that he's using Blue as a pawn because he doesn't want to get any new blood on his hands. Whenever I hear new blood, I'm thinking it's like a Twilight book, but I think that one's called New Moon. It just keeps making me think of Twilight, though. He doesn't want any new blood on his hands. So on the flip side, he's going to tell America that she's just a pawn, which is true as long as Blue is on the block next to her. So there was some discussion about potentially pulling like a Cameron-esque move and telling America, if you spill about this to anyone, if you tell anyone what the real plan is, you will be the one voted out. Cameron's back in the house? I thought Daddy was going home to Stevie. But anyway, Jag and Matt are very annoyed that Bowie will not just agree to be a pawn, right? Because that would solve a lot of issues for them. They wouldn't have to be in an awkward situation putting up other people who they're supposed to be working with. So Jag actually blames the messiness of last week on Bowie because she did not want to be a pawn. He originally wanted to put Bowie up next to Felicia, right? And then backdoor Corey in America or whatever. But he said, no, I had to put Blue up on the block instead. and she was mad at us, blah, blah, blah. I think the big mistake last week was telling everyone that you were the invisible HOH. That's just my opinion. But I do think that that's a big mistake. Anyway, that was all last night. Today, Jag was doing his one-on-one conversations, and let's just go through some of the highlights. So Felicia was up first. She made it very clear that she wanted to be the first to talk to him. And Jag is acting like America is his target. She's not, right? But he doesn't want to tell Felicia the truth because he knows that Felicia has a big mouth. So Felicia is pushing for Bowie to go up on the block with America. She says everyone should feel the block at least once. And Jag is all, I don't want new blood on my hands. Twilight, he is reassuring Felicia, you're safe this week, right? Because his two options, if he doesn't want to get new blood on his hands, would be Felicia or Blue. So he's like, you don't have to worry. I'm not putting you up. And he says he's really serious about going to the Final Four with her, Cirie, and Matt. And he's like, I need to ask you a favor. Could you please just reassure Blue throughout the week that she is not the target? But she is. Okay, so then Bowie was up next, and Jag lets Bowie know, hey, Felicia was pushing for you to go up on the block. Is she gonna start spiraling now? I don't know. Maybe you don't tell her that. I don't know. But he also gives Bowie a heads up that he will be telling Blue that if there is a replacement nominee this week, it will be Bowie. But he tells Bowie, in fact, it would actually be Felicia. This is so complicated. Because he wants to make it seem like he's not as close to Bowie as he actually is. But when it comes down to it, he is going to risk Felicia going up on the block over Bowie, right? So Jag is thinking, you know what? It actually might be good if America wins the power veto, because then that gives us more of an excuse to vote out Blue. If we just vote her out straight up when she's next to America, Blue's going to be really pissed about that. But if it's like Blue versus Felicia, maybe she won't be quite as mad. I think she's still going to be mad. But anyway, Bowie lets Jag know Cirie has already figured out that the real plan is to take out Blue, not America this week. Because remember, Cirie was on Jag's list of people that he was not going to tell the truth, about his real plan this week. But yeah, she already clocked it this morning, straight up, the reasons and everything. So Bowie thinks that Jag should probably just be honest about the plan with Cirie to build trust. They're supposed to be in this Final Four alliance together. So she's like, you should probably just tell her. All right, well, what do you know? Cirie is up next. And Cirie and Jag are both saying, we're rocking with our 4 with Matt and Bowie. It's great. It's wonderful. Yay! Then Jag starts bringing up how, no new blood, whatever. He says, Blue is a stronger competitor than America. And he says the goal this week is to take out Blue. So he is honest with her about it. And again, Cirie called this morning, even down to the reason of Blue being a stronger competitor than America, right? Because she sees what Jag is doing. She sees that Jag is trying to remove any competition for him, right? Of course, Matt is a strong competitor as well, but Matt is Jag's right-hand man, so he's not going to take him out. But anybody else outside of the two of them that is a strong competitor has got to go. So Cirie, she nailed that. But Cirie promises Jag that she will act like America is the target to try and, keep that secret under wraps. She already told Felicia what's up. Okay. So she told Felicia that Blue is actually the target this week. And they're realizing, like, even if we did want Blue to stay over America, we don't have the votes to make that happen because you only need 2 votes to tie this week. And then Jag would be the tiebreaker. So Matt and Bowie voting together. And then you have Jag breaking the tie. So those 3 really control what happens here. Wow. Okay. So America was up next to talk to Jag. And of course, she's offering Jag her safety deal. Not only if she wins HOH, would she keep Jag and Matt safe, but she was also saying, I'll help you in any way I can. even if I don't win HOH. If I win veto, I will use it on you if you're on the block. If you're up against Matt, I will vote to save you over Matt. You know, every angle that she could possibly use to help him, she offers it up. So Jag is like, that's all great, but it is going to look sus if I do not put you up on the block, right? I mean, you made it very clear last week that you would target me and Matt. So if I don't put you up, people are going to have a lot of questions about that. But he says, you are not actually my target. Do I want people to think you're my target? Absolutely. But you're not. So he lets America know Blue will be going up on the block against her. And he tells America, look, I will try to throw the veto to you if I can. I want you to win this. I want you to be safe. And America's like, okay, cool. But I'm really nervous that if Blue wins the power veto, I'm going to be screwed because I'm going to be up on the block next to what? Felicia or Sari? That's not going to be good for me. So Jag is kind of like, I don't really know what to tell you at that point, right? I mean, it is huge that she's not his target this week. So, I mean, that's a good deal, I guess. Okay. So anyway, Matt and Jag chat, but it's like a recap conversation, so we don't need to go through all that. All right. Blue gets the last one-on-one with Jag. And Jag, of course, is acting like America is his target this week. And he's like, yeah, America just can't win the power veto because we need her out of here. And of course, Blue is like, yeah. All right. So then Jag is like, you're going to hate me for this part, but I'm thinking of putting you up as a pawn. And Blue was all like, no, why? So Jag says, no new blood on these hands, Twilight, new moon, saga, whatever. He also says, plus, I want a strong competitor to go up against America in the power veto. I think you and I in this POV together, we can beat America. And he says, if I was going to put up Felicia and it was me and Felicia versus America, not as strong, right? So Blue is fine with it. She says, I kind of saw this coming. Did you? Jag is really trying to stroke Blue's ego, talking about what a strong competitor she is, how it's going to be really great for her to be in the veto so she can win that. And Blue's like, I'm not upset. She's talking about how it's going to be like poetic justice if she has a hand in taking out America since she was part of the move to take out Corey. Girl, Miss Girl, wake up. You are the target. She's not realizing that. But anyway, the feeds are down now for nominations. So it looks like it's going to be Blue in America going up on the block. If you want to check back later, I will post the results in the info for the spoiler, but it's looking like Blue in America. And tomorrow's veto should be pretty interesting, right? I mean, obviously, if Blue or America win, they will use the veto on themselves. Matt, leave it the same, right? Bowie, leave it the same. Jag, leave it the same. Would Sari or Felicia try to make a big power move here and save either Blue or America if they were to win? I don't know, but it's pretty interesting. So I want to thank you all so much for watching today and for all of our super chatters. And I would like to thank our super chatters. So Benjamin, thank you so much. Benjamin says, normally I'd be excited for a chance of Jag leaving in the double eviction, but after recent events, I wouldn't be surprised if the HOH was a swimming competition. Super disappointed at these altered twists. I know, right? It seems like more and more the twists almost seem to benefit the strong competitors, which is a bummer because they already have enough advantages in this game as it is, with most of the competition skewing physical. And I feel like a lot of times the twists also benefit people that are in these large, like, popular kid alliances. So that's a bummer. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if Jag just like won the veto during the double eviction. And then after that, he has the opportunity to play in every single veto competition. So he really could win out to the end. It is definitely a possibility. Thank you again, Benjamin. Gail Murphy Comedy, thank you so much for the super chat. Gail says, if you're all wet now, it will be good news.
Is it time?
It's time.
Oh.
Do you know what that phrase means?
What?
Is that like a known phrase? If
What?
you're all wet now, it'll be good news.
I've never heard that.
Oh, maybe I'm missing something. Does that have to do with the water situation? Thank you in any case, Gail. We really appreciate it. Mimi Robin, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, so generous. Mimi says, thank you, Maddie and Janet. We appreciate all you put into getting info to us. Appreciating your cookbook always too. I feel for sure that Matt will be in final 2. Oh, thanks. I'm so glad you're loving the cookbook. Yay. I think there's a really good chance as well that Matt will be in the final 2. I mean, I feel like Jag is such a good shield for him. People are always going to want to target Jag over Matt. So there's a really good chance that he'll be able to just like slide his way into the finals for sure. And then I
think the jury will be so bitter if Jag makes it to the final 2?
You mean if it's Matt and Jag together? Oh yeah, I think Matt would have a really good shot to beat Jag. It's tough to say. I think Matt has much better connections with people, but of course Jag is the competition winner, so people might be like, oh, he's won more comps. So it's tough to say, but I think there is the potential for some bitterness in this jury.
You think?
Yeah. Wendy Will, thank you so much. Wendy says, I will really laugh if Blue goes to jury next. I know, right? Oh my god.
Get ready to laugh.
She's too much. I mean, she's got a chance to win this veto, but
who's going with her?
What?
Who's going with her?
I don't know, right? We got to see what happens in this double.
Will we be happy? Will you be
Probably
happy
not.
If Blue goes first?
I guess either Jag or Matt, because I really want to see a shakeup.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That's my opinion, but I know not everybody feels that way. Christine, thank you so much for the super chat. Christine says, production has been the worst this season. Between the terrible twists, unfair rules, and all the physical comps, it's hard to root for anyone. I mean, I feel like we got off to a pretty good start, and then things kind of like deteriorated a bit.
Unlikable, so.
They were so likable in the beginning, and then it was just like...
Then we knew them.
You know what the problem is? These seasons are too long.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. We need less time with these people. We need like a 70-day season like BB Can does. And that's just like the sweet spot.
Yeah.
But yeah. True Teddy, thank you so much. True Teddy says, oh, hi. Happy to watch feeds and not having BB shoving Corey and America smooch down our throats on all 4 cams. I know, right? Also unfair, Jag played when Claire had to throw. Yeah, I just feel like it was a weird change to the rules to let him play.
Yeah, but it was a Canada thing.
What do you mean?
Because didn't Spicy V get to play?
I don't remember. But in the U.S., like they had the precedent set where Claire had to throw.
Right.
So
yeah, I remember that.
I don't know what made them decide to change the rule here, but it definitely made for a boring situation.
Do you think it's a lock for Corey and America to be on Amazing Race?
I wouldn't say it's a lock, but I think they might get an offer for it.
I'm thinking an 85% chance.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be angry about it, even though I'm not loving them on Big Brother.
No, I think they're a nice couple. I'd be interested to see them on something like The Amazing Race for sure. Don MH302, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. My husband Sean, thank you so much. Again, the question, do you want to work today? No. Of course not.
Do you want to go to Michael's?
Yes.
Again.
Do I want to crochet all day? Yes. Thank you. Mark Pirjalo, thank you so much. And S. Babula, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but we really, really appreciate it. So thank you. All right. I really need to blow my nose. So
he needs to get you a shirt that says crochet all day.
Crochet all day. I know.
Yeah.
So thank you.
It.
Thank you. Thanks everybody so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow for more.
You will.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for more. So I hope you join me.
But you'll be back.
Yeah, she'll be back in the chat. So enjoy your Friday night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again. And until next time, much love. Bye everybody. Yeah, I need to go take like a Benadryl or something. Yeah. Bye. Have a good night.